I've seen John take a short stack to a big stack before at our event in Indiana. Blinds continuing on here at 3 and 6,000 with a 1,000 chip ante. Action will start on Mr. Vargas with pocket kings.
Huge hand here under the gun.
He is going to open here for a little more than 17,000.
17,500. Raise to 17,500 by Chuckle.
Cruz is going to fold, and here we go again. It's ace king, this time in the hand of Norman.
And I expect Norman, being young, the aggressive type, he's probably going to put in a 3-bet.
He chooses to just call.
It's definitely a little bit of a surprise for me. I feel like some of the poker players in the younger generation like to get a little bit more aggressive with ace king, but I actually really like this call here.
And Chris Wagner's going to fold over to Thomas Montoya. Deuce 5, not very good. Into the muck, there it goes, into the muck. John Mahalik, a concert promoter. He folds, and oh my, look at this.
It's amazing how somebody could have kings and somebody could have ace king and then someone has aces. It's really just a big cooler that's about to go down, and I think Norm's actually going to get away from this hand pretty cheaply.
Roger makes the expected all-in move. Alan Kessler gets out of the way.
And now we're back.
And if you're Charles Vargas, how in the world do you fold kings here, especially to Roger? We just saw him check call his way to a win with ace king.
You can't and you shouldn't, and maybe he was tanking because he wanted Norm to come in behind him. I can't even imagine him thinking about a fold there.
He does make the expected call. Now action back to Norm. Ace king shrinks up real quick when you have an all-in and a call in front of you.
And Norman folds. So the call's been made. So we flip the cards over, and here's the tail on the table.
And that's the reaction of a man who just saw himself run kings into the aces.
And little does he know he needs a king, but there's only one king left in the deck.
Charles Vargas hoping to get lucky and catch the case king on this board. Here comes the flop.
Bad call.
Kings to Charles.
Yeah, please. King B.
The flop is, wow, king 8-10. It is a one-outer that he hit to pull ahead of Roger, and now Roger himself is going to need a one-outer, as we saw Norm also had an ace in his hand.
Norm folded ace king. We saw the case king come. Roger's going to need the case ace now.
Hold him.
Oh my God, this is insanity. This is poker made for TV, folks. You are seeing this right before your very eyes, this change of fate, one card to another.
And nothing for Charles to do but just laugh it off and congratulate Roger. The insignificant river is a 9 of spades. What a hand this is. Charles is going to go home with maybe the most glorious bad beat story.
Sikora from Poland. Just playing 11 big blinds, has moved all in, and it is quite shallow, this table. The giant stack at the table has just double the average. And this is Taser with the pocket sixes, and Schmilkovic in the blinds wakes up with jacks, hold blockers to the flush with the jack of clubs for Schmilkovic and the 6 of clubs for Taser. And it's a good shot straight for Kiora, so Schmilkovic does not want to hit his jack here. And it's a good card because it kills the straight for Sikora. So the jacks, oh sorry, the king queen has hit the queen on the flop, obviously, excuse me. And the king queen, but the 6, and he had the lowest equity going into this, and 6 on the river, and Taser, the local favorite here.
I got excited for you.
Ooh, pair of 9s from the French player. And of course he raises this. Oof. Dower has the ace jack.
But still hasn't not crossing the line. I don't know if he's doing it intentionally or accidentally.
Is he looking for some kind of tell from the opponents, you think? Yeah, he 4-bets. Michael.
1.3, 1.2.
But he just got something to think about.
He does fold.
Yeah, it's probably the wise thing. When you get 3-bet and 4-bet, you could very well be up against a higher pair. And come on, yes, there it is. It's an all-in from Dover, and of course it will be called from Michael. There's no hesitation.
Come back from dinner break, 5-handed or only 4-handed.
It's the jack.
Michael now with a gut shot or a king.
Oh! I can't believe it. Full house.
A little bit of a roller coaster here.
That was so lucky. I could not believe it.
Zone to comfortable just like that. And boy, this hand will not stay away from me today. King, queen suited for Kirby.
I swear these hands are rigged just so you get to commentate on your favorite hand. I'm sick of king queen.
One of these days, I'm going to snap a big cash pot from you with king queen. It's going to be the sweetest pot I'll ever win.
Raise. 120.
Kirby raises it to 120,000 with king queen suited. I mean, I've even got to admit that when it's suited, it does look pretty.
It does, doesn't it? Mike's going to fold. Over to Mel. He lays it down. Over to Yotam. Uh-oh. King queen doesn't like ace king. They don't play well together.
Wait, I'm sorry. What hand is in the dominating
Just
position
easy.
That's an all.
Here he goes. All of them in the middle.
here? Yotam is going to shove his 31 big blind stack into the middle with ace king.
Back to the original raiser of Kirby.
This is for a lot of Kirby's chips as well. Almost half of them. Oh, she makes the call. She is not a believer, but she is going to find out. She is dominated in this hand. It'll be Kirby Nunn looking to get lucky here with either a queen or clubs on this board.
Kirby, mom and dad.
Otherwise, she's going to double up Yotam.
The king queen of clubs.
And the flop is 9, Jack, 10. Wow, Kirby just smacks into this flop with a straight. Yotam is not happy about that. He is going to need to catch a queen in order to make a higher straight.
The turn card,
There's
please.
only 3 queens left in the deck.
The turn brings the 3 of clubs. No help to Yotam, so Kirby poised to eliminate Yotam unless Yotam gets lucky on the river with just a queen. Oh no!
And just like that, Yotam hits a 3-outer on the river to snatch this huge pot back and save his tournament life, doubling up here with ace-king. Wow.
And Yotam spikes the football, does the icky shuffle, all of that after winning this hand. And Kirby just looks at the board in shock.
Nice hand.
Thank you. Wondering.
Morlat has opened the queen 10. Martin jams, Morlet calls. So it's a flip for the win. Ace 5-4 middle set for Martin. Morlet with just 2%. King of clubs on the turn. Increases to 9% now. 4 jacks remaining in the deck. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. What a sick run out to end things off here.
Queens for King. He's around the 20 big blind mark, so he's going to be looking to try and get all of his chips in the middle as if he can. Does get awkward sometimes in this spots where you're early position and you have 20 big blinds and all you can do is open. You can't really shove a hand this strong. So sometimes you're just going to have to deal with the fact that you're going to go potentially multi-way to a flop, and you're going to see some flops that you don't like, and you're going to end up having to fold sometimes. Ace 8 off on the button for Donev, lets it go. Only 99% says Wacky Jackson. Yeah, that's much more reasonable. Much more reasonable. tens in the big blind for Retterall. A little bit of a cooler here. This could very easily be a shove from the big blind. We have seen him play the ace-king fairly passively, but it was early position versus early position 3-bet. Does put the chips in, it cannot be faulted. Snap call from king with the queens. Retterall going to be getting the bad news that he is drawing to 2 outs. Does have clubs live, spades are dominated.
Yeah, been a rough start.
Very rough start. Yeah, he lost that big one. The ace-king against queens with the king in the window. Now he is looking at being left with under 10 big blinds. But bang, still 10 in the window, but a very, very interesting king and jack to follow. Leaving a king with the open-ender. If he cannot improve to a queen, an ace, or a 9.
Wow.
Bang, queen on the turn, leaving Retterall drawing to just 1 out. Sick stuff. He has had a very, very rough final table. Would have liked to see more of him. Seems like a very solid player. He's still in.
9 ball.
Chop.
Wow.
Chop. Pretty happy to see that result. Not gonna lie,
Wow.
I'm not biased, but I do want to see a bit more of Retterall play. Sick hand for both. What a roller coaster. What a roller coaster that hand is. King going to be feeling very hard done by after that turn. But these things do happen. It's not just online that's rigged. Me and Henry have personally rigged that hand.
Who's